Hey everybody, Kirk Junge here from LearningGolf.tv. Today talking to you a little bit about golf clubs and what's in my bag and club fitting and what clubs you need for my setup for impact golf swing. And I get questioned about this very often, so I'm going to cover that in today's video as well as show you what's in my bag. So I recently was fit for a new set of golf clubs by Club Champion Golf. I think they're the best in the business at fitting, and the basic experience goes like this. When you get there, they have you warm up a little bit, and you're basically going to be hitting balls in what looks like a simulator with a TrackMan behind you, and they'll have you hit your own 6-iron first once you're warmed up, and they'll take measurements, how far the ball's flying, what the height is, and other parameters. From there, what they will do, they'll select a club head that's similar to what you're using in most cases, and then you will go through hitting 3 balls with a lot of different shafts, and they're basically taking the best shafts on the market, and they can try those shafts in any of the club heads. So in my case, I went through about 10 to 15 different shafts with this 6-iron, and I hit a number of them very well. Some of them I hit really badly, I'll be honest. It was like, wow, it wasn't good at all. And I really didn't worry about it because I understand the fitting process. But then my fitter gave me a club about 10 or 12 shafts in where it was like, wow, that's better. It was pretty good. And I have a lot of experience and have been playing steel shafted clubs most of my life. And if I had just ordered clubs or went into a shop for a normal fitting, I'm sure I would have gone out with a similar shaft to what I was playing before, which was the XP 105 from True Temper. And I tried a similar shaft to that, which was good. And I had in my own club, that's what I had. And then she gave me this shaft here, which is a steel fiber shaft. It was a new one that just came out. This is the 90 CW. And I hit it unbelievable. The ball flew 10 to 12 yards farther on every shot that I hit with the club. The dispersion was much less. The balls were like lasers. And so she tried a couple more shafts that weren't nearly as good, but for me, pretty much the search was over. It was simply perfect. And so then, there she took the head off, and then we tried every possible head on the market. I tried the Callaway, the TaylorMade, the PXG, Ping, Titleist, Mizuno, Cobra. I even tried the Adel single length, same length golf clubs. I tried a lot of different club heads on the market. For me, the Apex from Callaway was the best, with a couple that were pretty close from TaylorMade, and I think Titleist was also very close. Ping was good. So they were pretty close when you got into distance. So the shaft turned out to be the big difference. And then for the club head, I did better with Callaway, which is what I've played the last couple years. From there, once we decided on the club head, then she found and bent the club to the exact lie angle that I needed by hitting balls off of a live board. So everything was dialed in probably within about an hour to an hour and a half. Then we moved on to the wood fitting, which is a similar process. Ended up with 2 different shafts in my woods. The driver has I'm going to go through that. The driver has a speeder shaft in it, a 661 Evolution 4 speeder shaft in it from Fujikura. And I tried probably about 15 or 20 shafts to find that this is the one that produced the right trajectory and spin for me and the least amount of dispersion. This is a Sub-Zero Epic Flash driver at 9 degrees, set up neutral, and I have jumbo grips. These are Jumbo Golf Pride grips that fit my hands. Basically, I have a system for measuring, so I knew what grips I wanted going in. If any of you are going to go for a fitting, really what you need to do, first of all, give them my name when you sign up as your pro, and you'll get the VIP treatment. So there are some bonuses there, and that's to your that will help you in the fitting. And Then you can also send me your hand size, measuring from the wrist crease to the longest finger, and I have a formula of a recommended grip size for you. If you're following my method where we hold it a little bit more in the palm of the hand, generally you'll need a couple more wraps of tape than normal. I try to go, instead of adding a lot of tape, to a mid-size or a jumbo grip. This is a jumbo Golf Pride grip, and I use that because it's not as heavy as some of the other grips. Jumbo Max grips I've tried in the past, and they get quite heavy. I do understand they're coming out with a lighter version at some point, but again, I would try before I buy as far as grip size is concerned. So you can always contact me through the website if you're going to go for a fitting. You can also, as far as clubs are concerned, learn the swing, learn the method. Basically, if your clubs were fit to you before, you're not necessarily going to need a new lie angle if you keep the same distance from the ball. So if you set up before here and you're going to do setup for impact and you're here, the lie angle is measured for impact, not setup. So because you set up here before, at impact you were there anyway, and so if we set up here and make impact there, the lie angle will be the same. If you move farther away from the ball at setup, you may need a flatter lie angle. If you move closer to the ball, similar to Bryson DeChambeau, you may need a more upright lie angle. So in a lot of cases, clubs can be adjusted as well. So it's important to note that when you do go for a fitting, they may find that your clubs are fine and you don't need anything. That's happened to a number of people that have gone in. I do want to add, you can certainly play setup for impact golf with your existing golf clubs. My fairway woods, I have a 3 and 5 wood, so I have up to the 4-iron in the apex. Then I have the normal Epic Flash fairway woods. This is the 5 wood, and both the fairway woods have a Speeder 757 Evolution 3 shaft. All my shafts are stiff, and these are basically fit then to me. So every shaft also comes pured, which means basically that they're finding the strongest part of the shaft, which is then aligned at the bottom here, the bottom part of the shaft. And there's usually a sticker on the shaft that shows you here where the strongest part is. There's a P there. This one doesn't have it for some reason, but you can see how it's aligned, that it's not the normal where the label would be up. It's in a pured position. And I also got a printout showing how this is aligned, and also the differences in the shaft as it was set up with the label. The droop would have been 3 inches, and in this case, because of how it's aligned, the droop is less than ½ an inch. So when I swing based on club head speed, that's how much the shaft's going to bend down. Throughout my complete set now, it's very consistent, and I have a printout for every club showing me that. I think it's important for any golfer, and tests have shown that that's a big advantage for each person. So that's part of what they do. In the wedges, I got the A wedge from the Apex Pro set, and then I go into the Phil Mickelson wedges from Callaway, and you can see that here. It's a little bit different design with the edges. It's a little bit different design with the scoring lines going all the way to the edge. I like the setup, and I think they fit really well. This also has a steel fiber 115 CW shaft in it. It's good to have a little bit more weight in the wedges. This has 60 degrees and 12 degrees bounce. The sand wedge at 56 has 14 degrees of bounce, and I also have a 64 degree wedge with 8 degrees of bounce. Now I will choose, if I carry the 64, I may not carry a 5-iron. I may go 4, 6, 7, and so on, or leave one of the fairway woods out. So additionally, my putter is a SICK putter like the one Bryson DeChambeau uses. I really like it, and I'm putting, and I'll be doing some videos in the near future on my arm lock putting style. I like a square to square arm lock stroke. This putter is 43 inches long, and it is 76 degrees from a lie angle, and 7 degrees of loft. And simply 7 degrees because of the forward shaft lean at setup makes a playing loft of about 3 degrees. If you're interested, go to clubchampiongolf.com. If you want to do a fitting, give in my name, Kirk Junge, as your pro, that you're following my methodology, and they'll take care of you, and they give you a VIP experience there. Basically, they give everybody a great experience, but if they know you're coming from a pro, they're really going to take care of you. So visit them, get yourself fit for a perfect set of golf clubs. This is the best set of golf clubs I've ever owned. So give it a shot. Check out my website at learninggolf.tv for more information. I have the fitting information there as well. And let me know if you have any comments or questions in the box below. Also, click the subscribe button here below, the red button, to subscribe and get notified as I release new videos. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.